Hi guys, it's Cosmo Chloe here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm pretty excited about this video, and I know I say that in every video, but I made an order with Boots and it is the new L'Oreal Infallible Shaping Sticks, which was a pain to get hold of. That's a whole other story, but I've got them. I'm actually really excited to try these because I haven't actually seen a lot of reviews on these. I don't think I've seen one review, and I'm just excited to see how they work. If they work, do I like them? So I just want to crack on and use these. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before we finish with this video, and let's crack on with it. I'm just going to put my hair up out my face. So guys, I've actually got two products to try out for you today, and as we know, I'm going to be trying out the L'Oreal Infallible Shaping Stick, but I'm also trying out the L'Oreal Infallible Pore Refining Primer. So I'm going to try this and hopefully it works. We will see. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the primers. So L'Oreal have 5 new primers. I think they're new. I thought they were new. If they're not new, I apologise. One of them is anti-redness, anti-fatigue, and then we got a luminising one, which I actually really want to try out. I definitely might pick up the luminising one. Mattifying and pore refining, which is the one that I got because I feel like when you use a primer, like the reason why you use it is for your pores. Like that's the main reason why you get it, which is why I picked up this one to try out. But I definitely think I might get the luminising one, especially for the spring season. I want to be glowing. It says the ultra lightweight formula glides onto the skin for a perfectly smooth, hydrated finish and lets the skin breathe. And it says the one that I picked up, Pore Refining Primer, blurs pores, hides skin imperfections and mattify skin for flawless, even looking finish. So I didn't know that mattified. So that's that, and that is $8.99. So not bad. I don't think that's a bad price, and we don't really have a lot of drugstore primers. Like we do, but at the same time, like they're a bit naff. Okay, so that is the primer. I'm going to put some on now. I've not tried this at all. I've not pumped it. I've not anything. So I don't even know what the consistency is. So I'm just going to pump a bit on the back of my hand. That's how you know it's new, when nothing comes out on the first few pumps. Oh my god, it's pink. It's pink. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how many to do. I'm going to do like a pump and a half. Oh my god, that's pink. I should have guessed it was pink considering it's in a pink container. It doesn't really smell of anything. I'm just going to put it on with my fingers. Oh lordy lord. It says this is super lightweight, and it does feel lightweight, but at the same time, like, it is really tacky and sticky, which is actually what you want in a primer. And I'm putting it mainly actually on this area of my face because that's where all my pores actually are. But yeah, it is tacky, which is what you want in a primer because you want the foundation to stick to it and last longer. And it definitely does feel tacky. Now it's on my skin, like it feels really smooth and silky, which is kind of a nice feeling, but not oily silky, just nice and smooth. Like just really lovely, like a baby's bum. It says this is mattifying, and I actually agree with it. It's not super shiny. Like when you initially put it on, it's a bit shiny. Actually, oh my god, it actually has filled out my pores. Where are my pores? Oh my god, guys, my pores are gone. Like my pores are gone. Okay, so I've zoomed you now in and we're going to talk about the foundation. So I actually picked up 2 shades. I picked up the colour Ivory, which is the lightest shade because I'm actually really pale, and I picked up the shade Sand, which is more of a darker shade. Just because I'm a bit fake tanned at the moment, as you can see, like my face is not matching the rest of my body, but this tan's a little bit old, so I'm hoping that this matches me perfectly. If it doesn't, we're still going to be able to talk about like the formula and how it lasts and how it glides on. So that's fine. And yeah, this stick you can actually use as a foundation, a concealer, or you can use it to highlight and contour. So they're saying that this is a multi-purpose stick, which I don't think anyone's really done before. They've kind of just said this is a foundation stick, which is probably why they've got a creamy formula, so it can actually be like a foundation, then you can put your concealer on, just so everything can blend in really nicely. Whereas a lot of foundation sticks are quite mattifying and quite, not dry, but like this one looks really like shiny and wet, whereas other ones, I feel like if you was to put like another like foundation stick mixed in with it, it might be hard to blend. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Oh my god, it's actually so soft. Jesus Christ, that was so smooth. I think I'm putting way too much on, but I like a thick foundation. I've actually got quite a lot of blemishes going on at the moment because Mother Nature called, meaning that I got a lot of blemishes, which is super annoying. I know you're in a bouncy beauty blender, but I just always want to glide. It's really annoying. Okay, so that is one side of my face done. I kind of don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I couldn't blend it as well as I wanted to, but maybe that's because of me. I think that it does have some coverage there, but I wouldn't really say this was a medium coverage. I would say this is a light coverage, and all I want to do is put so much more on, like so much more. I just prefer brushes so much more. Yeah, okay, so I feel like I'm getting a better coverage with the brush, which you always do anyway. Like the beauty blender does soak up some of the product, but it does give you that like perfect finish. Okay, so that is my face done. I definitely got more of a coverage with the brush, which was expected, and I will say now I would say this is kind of a medium coverage, whereas this side I feel like there's nothing even on my face. I'm gonna actually put another layer on and go over my whole face with my brush, because I did say it was buildable and I want to see whether this is, especially on this side of my face, because we're looking a little bit bare and I've got like some spots going on. I feel like they definitely need covering, so let's see. Oh, I got hair on it. That's so disgusting. This is definitely building, which is really, really good, because the worst thing is when you put a foundation on top of your first coat and it doesn't build. It's just nothing occurs, or it goes blotchy, or it like takes off the underlayer of the foundation. I feel like that, no, this is definitely building, which is fine with me. I might actually take this ivory colour, which is really light, and they say for a concealer only go 2 shades lighter, so I would be, so this is 160, so I'd be like 120, but I'm going to take colour 100 and put it underneath my eyes as a concealer, because they said you can also use this as a concealer. So look how light this is compared to this one here. Yep. I was going to go in with my foundation brush, so I'm going to use my concealer brush. So I'm just going to blend this all out and see whether it blends okay. So far it seems to blend out quite nicely, which is the creamy formula. I think that's the deal with that. That is my foundation done. What do you guys think of that? I feel like that actually did a good job. I must say I was a little bit nervous because of how shiny the product looks and how glossy. I was like, that's just gonna go on my face and come straight off. It's gonna feel like cakey. But to be honest with you, it does feel really lightweight. I don't know why I'm doing this, like I'm trying to see if it moves. But it feels really, really lightweight. I can't really complain about feeling heavy, because it does not feel heavy. It feels really nice on the skin. It's not too sticky. I feel like it did a good job as well, like the highlighting, the concealer side of it, it did an okay job. I do think I'd probably put my own concealer on just directly underneath my eyes, because I can still see my bags, but in terms of just like maybe brightening up the face, it did a good job. Like if I had a contour shade, I think that'd be really good as well, but I would still probably put a little bit of concealer on. But it definitely helps like kind of highlight and contour the face. I'm going to put a little bit of powder on, I think, just to see how the powder sits, see if it makes it cakey, and we'll go from there. So the foundation says it has a mattifying effect, but it doesn't say it is a mattifying foundation, so I feel like I can let it off for not being perfectly matte, because when you put the powder on you can see that, yeah, you are now matte as. I feel like overall I'm actually really impressed with this foundation. I thought I'd be really like, not really feeling it, but I really like it. And it's drugstore as well. It was £9, guys, £9. That's not a lot of money. Like, you could afford this. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and see how everything goes on together, and I will get back to you with my final verdict. Finished doing my makeup now, and I will say that I do really like this foundation. It definitely is buildable, so I have got a full coverage going on. However, you can still see the spot, which is really annoying, and I did prefer putting it on with a brush as opposed to my beauty blender, but I prefer that anyway. I feel like that's a really unpopular opinion, but I do prefer a brush to a beauty blender. And I don't know, like, I do feel like the concept's really good, that you can get like a contour stick, a highlight, like your concealer and all of that jazz. I do really like that concept. However, I don't feel cakey, and I don't feel like the foundation's heavy. I just feel like the foundation looks like it can glide off. Like, I feel like if I got, like if I just got this and scraped, it would just scrape completely off, because it just feels so, I'm gonna say oily, but not oily in like cooking oil. Just, I don't know. It just feels like it would easily glide off. But I do like the foundation. Like, regardless of all of that, I just wanted to say that. Like, it does feel really creamy, to the point where it could just like slide off your face. But at the same time, it is really lovely, and it is full coverage, and I'm liking it. My powders seem to blend quite well into it. Well, you guys are probably going to comment being like, that is the worst blending in my life. But I feel like the powders blended quite nicely. My highlights pop in. Like, everything seemed to work absolutely fine. But that is my review of this foundation and the primer. The primer is really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this foundation. Have you used it? Do you want to try it? You know, all of that jazz. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.